It's David Robinson here on this beautiful day applying for the sales development representative position because I want to be considered as a very serious applicant and would love to meet all of you at ZeroCater. This is really the perfect combination for me of sales as well as hospitality and um, entrepreneurship. So you asked for it, and I'm about to tell you my story of opening my own catering company, Altos Catering. So it all began when I was 14 and looking for a job that I actually could enjoy. How was I going to do this? You might be curious. I was going to be cooking in a kitchen, um, just living out my passion while I still could to just completely enjoy myself, get my hands dirty, and you know, do the work that I love. So I was working for this small family caterer, and no matter how much they promised me that I would be working in the kitchen, that never happened. Rather, the most extent of cooking that I was doing was just pushing a button on a food processor to make a puree, or chopping vegetables was always exciting when I wasn't just washing just loads of dishes coming in. So what did I do? Yeah, I put my foot down. I didn't even know what an entrepreneur was at that point. I called about 200 companies um, in the restaurant industry in my small town of Los Altos and Mountain View, as well as Palo Alto, and asked them for any sort of job in the restaurant. And as soon as they asked me for my age or my experience, a lot of them that I could get on the phone during the cold call, I just hung up. And my most memorable call actually was this Thai lady who asked me if I spoke or wrote Thai at all. Truthfully, I had to answer no, and then she hung up on me. So that was quite memorable. Now, at that point, I was furious. I was hungry to, you know, get out there and get in the kitchen, doing what I love, and had all this fiery passion. So what did I do? I opened up Altos Catering, and the first order of business was marketing. Rather than doing all this traditional marketing, it doesn't work. I decided to just go out and get an article in the local newspaper, right? So I told them my entire story, how I was this young chef at the age of 14 with an innate passion for food and longing to excel in the catering market. And sure enough, everyone and their mom knew that I was a caterer in our small town, which was just perfect, worked out ideally. And I was executing events for real estate. Um, we did law firms, um, ranging up from 100 to 200 people, which was a lot of heads for such a young kid with all these responsibilities of management, hiring my own employees, and doing all the sales, the marketing. I was wearing every hat, including head chef, and any one of these dishes that I didn't have experience cooking could have gone wrong. But I was so driven and passionate to prove to myself that I was capable of being an entrepreneur in this industry, and I was really invested in the client um, to make good on my promises and to execute their event. And sure enough, they were satisfied, and I received ample word of mouth that just made me go viral in my small town. So what did I learn? The only way to put, all of this weight on your shoulders as an entrepreneur is to be absolutely passionate about what you're doing. To wear the hats of sales, marketing, accounting, and head chef. Anything could go wrong, and you're responsible for so much organizational and time management skills that if you're not absolutely passionate, something will go wrong, and that challenge could just backfire on you. So I hope my story as being this young entrepreneur in my small town and living out my passion was at least entertaining for you folks as ZeroCater. I would love to hear your accounts of entrepreneurial stories because there's nothing like a good entrepreneurial story to spark some excitement in in the mutual community, and it's been a pleasure being an applicant, and I hope to meet you all soon. Take care.